Five Nights at Freddy's. It became a video game, and it became a board game sometime later. And now, shut up. And now, we're getting an origin story to how it all began. Everyone, this is Thomas575, and I am joined once again by the Moron brothers, Richard and Milton. Well, I mean, they're not brothers, obviously.
And we're not morons either, but clearly he likes to throw the insults around because he enjoys it.
I don't enjoy it. It's the truth. And anyways, we're going to be talking about the official trailer for Five Nights at Freddy's. Last time it was just me and Richard talking about the teaser, and this time we got a third person joining us for this video, that being Milton here. So, who wants to start off?
I'll start off. So the first part of the video shows him looking for a job and says he's willing to take any job. He didn't care what it was, including night watchman. Well, I have only one thing to say. Careful what you wish for, because if you get a job that you don't care what it is, it could be a real nightmare.
Well, I mean, but that is true. Hey, don't touch that. That is true, but again, this man could be having a hard time looking for money because, I mean,
clearly because he is looking for a job and he's desperate and he needs money, so he took the job he could get his hands on.
I mean, think about it. If you were in the same situation, would you have to do that?
Yeah, because I'd probably be living off McDonald's $1 Happy Meals in order to survive. Or some other place's cheap menu just to get food in my stomach. So yeah, if I were that desperate, I would take the night watchman job too.
Okay then. So moving on from that, we get a give me a sec. We get a glimpse of the restaurant. We see the man looking around the place, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Also happen to bring a child with him as well.
Yeah, but if you notice when you're at the place, it's all run down and things are kind of scattered all over the place. Like it's been abandoned for years.
Yeah, of course. So his job at the place is just to keep his eyes on the monitoring screen.
Right. Which is very similar to the game. In the game, you're
in the game you have to look at the cameras, make sure everything is all right. Yeah.
And you have to know where the animatronics.
Yeah, the animatronics are. Make sure they're in their place. Now it seems normal. It looks normal. Looks like it could be. It looks mostly normal at the beginning, right?
Yeah, except for being a rundown, abandoned place. Yeah.
If you think about it, if even though it's run down, it still functions properly.
Yeah, but that's the creepy part, because the next thing we see is what he gets the job and.
He plays a tutorial video on on what his job is, and then
he goes to the job.
And then the next thing he learns that kids had went missing in the 80s.
Yeah, the police officer comes and fills him in and says the kids went missing in the 80s and that the police never found them.
Yeah.
And that's why the place shut down.
And we learn an important fact here. In the games, we don't know why the animatronics are moving around and stuff. You see, the reason why in the original game, the reason why the animatronics move is because if they don't walk around freely for a while, it'll cause their servers to lock up and malfunction. And then eventually the animatronics themselves will shut down. Well, in this movie, it seems like the reason why the animatronics walk freely is because they're possessed by ghost children.
Yeah, exactly. Ghost children.
I heard that caught my attention.
Yeah, ghost children.
Ghost children
Are powering them.
Well, more like haunting.
Well, but however what you want to put it, now that brings an interesting point. Remember he's sitting there and starts to fall asleep on his job, and the power comes on by itself. Remember?
Yeah.
The power did come on by itself.
Remember it came,
and he had to.
and he shut it off. But the power how did the power turn itself on by itself?
Maybe a power surge.
No,
I don't think so.
I mean, think about it. I mean, power surges are pretty common.
it would probably. I think it possibly could have been one of the ghost children that turned the power back on. It's possible, right?
That's what I think. I think one of the ghost children or one of the animatronics turned the power back on.
Here's where you get contradicted. All of the animatronics were in their place. So how could any of those been turned on?
So Milton's probably right. It was probably one of the ghost children that turned it on.
Yeah, but the ghost children are haunting the animatronics, and the animatronics were in their place. So if the ghost children are haunting the animatronics and the animatronics were all in place, then how would the power turn on if it was one of the animatronics?
Don't forget what the police officer said. What did she say? She said later on in the thing, she says what? The animatronics want to make you one of them. So maybe some of the children are still alive in the animatronics haunting the place.
Well, they can't be alive because they're dead.
Okay, well, their spirits are alive in these newly created
You clearly don't understand what I'm talking about, right?
I clearly understand that there has to be something that turned on the power.
I think it was I still say it was the ghost children.
But the ghost children, you guys do not understand a fucking thing that I am talking about here.
You're saying that the ghost children couldn't turn on the power, so who turned it on?
A power surge probably turned it on. A power surge probably happened. It caused the electricity to act all like that, and then
I don't know.
Come on.
Okay. That's what so our theory is ghosts, yours is a power surge. So we can agree that we both have different theories as to how the power got turned on.
But it did get turned on.
But the power did, we all can agree on one thing.
The
power get turned on all by itself and he had to turn it off. We all agree on that, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so then what's the next thing in the trailer that we see?
Oh, okay. Well, what we see is that we see a bunch of scenes and stuff, and then the security guard is trying to survive.
The security guard's trying to survive. His daughter's trying to escape. We see a bunch of children.
We don't know if the child is his daughter. The most likely would be no, because the child says the security guard's name.
That doesn't mean anything. Some children call their parents by their parents' name instead of calling them mom or dad. So.
Well, yes, but you can't just go and assume things like that.
We're gonna find out, aren't we?
You can't.
Okay, but why would he take a child to his job? Because he has to watch the child. So the child.
Maybe the child was forced to live with him or something. You don't know.
I think it's
you can't just go and assume things like that.
Okay, fine. The child is still with him. The child is still in danger, and the child is still trying to escape. Can we agree on all of those things?
Yeah.
And can we agree he's in danger?
Yeah. So the animatronics want to make the child
one of them.
Like them.
And it looks like they want to make him one of them.
Well, they wanna kill the guard for some reason.
Well, they had him strapped in a chair, and they have these sharp blades coming at him.
Yeah, I suppose.
So how's he going to get out of that one?
Yeah, that's true. And we actually, at the end of the trailer, we actually get a look at one of the rarest characters to appear in the game. I think we get a peek at one of the rarest. I think we get a peek at one of the rarest characters that appears in the game, Golden Freddy.
Is that Golden Freddy on this? Is that?
No. That's just Freddy. Well, in any case, But it's a possibility. It could just be Freddy, but all beat up and stuff.
Yeah, but how come the girl was sitting in the back of the car with him and she didn't look scared?
I mean, I don't.
Before she was running away from him, she was scared, and then
Well, again, we don't know that yet. You go ahead and assume all this.
I'm assuming that by the picture that I saw, she's sitting there next to him, and she doesn't look crying or screaming.
Don't know. Well, I mean, you can't just go and assume some shit. I don't know. Okay, all you're doing is making things more complicated.
No, I'm not. That's the scene I was showing on the screen, and okay. They're standing there for the very end. What are they doing? They're standing next to each other in front of
the restaurant.
But she's not running away. How come?
I don't know. Well, in any case, that's basically the trailer. And we do get some new details for this. So for one thing, we get the names of two of the characters, the security guard and the child.
Mike and what, Amy?
Abby.
Oh, Abby. Okay, so Mike and Abby. I think Abby I think that's his daughter, but that's my...
Again, you can't make quick assumptions like that.
Okay, we think it's her daughter. We think that's our opinion.
Or a really good friend.
Or a really close relative.
It's either or.
Yeah, any which way you look at it, I think he's related to the Abby somehow.
She would not be with him if she was not.
Especially in the middle of the night.
It could just be a child that was taken. Abby just could be a stray child that was taken in.
Okay, well, all right. So.
And okay, another detail. We get the staff. The staff that was working on the movie, that was working on this movie, has been revealed at the end.
Yes, and what else do we get?
Anyways, I'll put the staff. The staff will be in that's working on the movie will be in the description if you want to know. So look in the description if you want to know. And one other thing, we finally get the official release date for this movie.
That's cool.
It comes out October 27th of this year, so we can finally stop not have to wait so long. We don't have to wait 2 years or 3 years or 6 years or some shit like that.
It'll be in a couple of months. It will start just around Halloween, just before Halloween.
Exactly.
No, it's not going to be on
Halloween. He said before Halloween.
Right before Halloween. So, but if you want to go see it, if you want to see it on Halloween, you can do so.
That's right.
Well, I mean, yes, but
I don't even. When is Halloween this year? By the way,
I don't know.
We have to find that. That's a good question.
I do not know.
We have to find out.
I don't know, and I don't care. But
can you find out?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
just find out real quick.
Well, in any case, that's
calendar.
Yeah, so that's gonna be
Halloween is on a Tuesday and it comes out on the 18th, it said?
The 27th.
The 27th?
The 27th is
so
on
it comes
Friday,
out on the Friday before Halloween.
So that should be that might be a good time to
That's probably that'll be a Halloween weekend movie for people who like scary movies and Halloween.
But if you want to see it a little after
it's gonna be everyone is gonna be in theaters and streaming on Peacock on October 27th of this year.
Yep, that's it. That's all we got.
So any further comments before the? Oh yeah, we gotta do. We forgot cast predictions. Even though we did this in the last episode, any cast predictions? Like, do you think there's a certain individuals you think are in this movie or something like that? Even though this is probably kind of pointless because once we see the movie, we'll finally learn who the cast of the movie was or something. But I don't know why the hell we're doing this. So anyone wanna?
I already told you. I think it's Josh Hutchinson as the security guard.
You mean Mike?
Yeah.
What about you?
This is the first time I've seen this, so whatever he said.
Yeah, he doesn't know the character. He doesn't know the character. Some of the Hollywood actors I know. So
and then the little girl's name was Abby, right?
Yeah, well, I've never seen Abby before.
I've never seen her before. She looks about maybe 7 years old.
So she's probably new to the movie.
Well, you can't just. Well, again,
okay, look, she's young and she's probably new to the movie industry.
You don't know that yet.
Okay, I'm sorry. She's a little person, and that's why she's that short.
Okay, that's even more offensive.
Exactly my point. She's a little girl.
And we don't know.
And yeah, you can't. And
For those of you who don't understand, the point is he likes to argue about age all the time, and clearly she's a young individual. She's not 40 years old, and this is an obvious by appearance and looks. But he likes to argue and say that she's an adult, and she's not an adult.
well, again, you can't just make quick assumptions like that. You gotta know about the person before you just start to make assumptions like that. So everyone, ignore everything what Richard just said here. He's a fucking idiot.
No,
he
I'm
doesn't
not a fucking
know,
idiot.
He doesn't know
You're
what
the one that doesn't want to admit that you can that short people are
Hey,
generally
shithead,
young.
you gotta shut up. You're gonna get us in trouble for this.
Okay, well, anyways, end it.
Okay, fine. Who do you okay, so everyone subscribe if you want to and help side with me. Help side with me instead of siding with this retard here who doesn't know what he's talking about. And finally, shout out to I don't fucking know.
Anyways, that's all we got for this time. So I'm out. Richard's out.
Milton is out. It looks like it's going to be a good movie.
This movie's gonna suck for sure.